Hello, filmmakers. In this video, we will be discussing how you can have an unfair advantage beyond other filmmakers when you're creating and funding your feature film. So let's dive right in. Why is an unfair advantage not only really positive, but actually necessary? Well, most films never get made. Most films, even when they get funded, which is already a very small percentage of projects, never reach profitability, which means you are trying to convince your private investors that you will be doing something that's completely extraordinary, that you will be in the top fraction or the top 1% when it comes to making your film. And the only way to convince anyone to do that, and quite frankly, the only way to do that, is to have some sort of unfair advantage. And you need to find that unfair advantage and exploit it as much as you possibly can. So let's go through that a little bit. What can your unfair advantage be? Because you might tell yourself, I don't come from a wealthy background. I don't know anyone who's within the film industry, therefore I have no advantage. That's not true. You can build relationships, but in general, there are many different types of unfair advantages. The first one is experience and knowledge. Ask yourself, what is the experience and what is the knowledge that you have that most other film producers don't, that most other filmmakers don't have? Did you used to work as a sales agent? In that case, you might not need a sales agent to find distributors for your film, because you will know how to do it yourself. You will know how to put together distribution contracts yourself. And in that case, you will probably be saving your production 10 to 15% that other producers will not be able to save. But what other experience, what other knowledge do you have? Did you used to work for a film festival and therefore you really understand film festival strategies? Did you used to work in a camera equipment company, therefore you know exactly how to negotiate those deals? You need to figure out what is the experience that you have or the knowledge that you have. Do you know social media marketing in order to promote your film? What is that unfair advantage when it comes to your experience and knowledge? Then look at your relationships and look at all of your relationships. Who do you know that other filmmakers don't know, which puts you ahead of them, which gives you a head start? Do you already have existing relationships with distributors, with sales agents, with executive producers? Do you have any relationships with known talent, with known actors? Do you have any relationships with film equipment hire companies? Do you have relationships with catering companies or with a specific location? What are the relationships that you have that you can exploit? And if your answer is none, I don't have any of those useful relationships, it's time to go to events. It's time to go to networking events. It's time to go onto LinkedIn and start building those relationships to give yourself that advantage. We should all have certain relationships with people that give us that advantage. Do you have any access or resources? So did you used to work as a director of photography and you actually have all of your lighting kit? Do you have access to a great location for free? Can you shoot your film in your own house because you have the perfect location to shoot your particular film? Do you have access to anything, or do you have access to resources for free or at highly discounted prices? That can be a great unfair advantage. And if you don't have those, then work on building them. If you don't have what you feel like is a real unfair advantage, ask yourself, what would give me a head start before all other filmmakers? What would give me an unfair advantage? Write down a list of 20 things, find the 5 that are the most achievable in the next couple of months, and work on adding them to your personal list. I hope that you all found this video useful. If you did, please smash that like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you at our next video.